There are moments in an actress's career that feel bigger than a red carpet, bigger than a beautiful dress, and bigger than a single festival appearance. For Shen Yue, her 2026 Changchun Film Festival moment feels like one of those milestones. Over the years, Shen Yue has grown from a young actress known for her youthful charm and relatable performances into a performer whose career continues to expand with every new project. Her appearance at the 21st Changchun Film Festival in 2026 is another reminder of just how far that journey has taken her. When Shen Yue first captured widespread attention, many viewers were drawn to the natural quality she brought to her characters. She had an expressive face, an approachable personality, and a style of acting that made audiences feel as though they were watching someone they could genuinely know in real life. That quality became one of her greatest strengths. But becoming a recognizable actress is one thing. Building a lasting career is something completely different. Shen Yue's journey has increasingly been about proving that she is capable of growing beyond the image audiences first associated with her. Her early popularity opened doors, but her continued presence in major dramas, variety programs, fashion events, and film-related activities has helped establish her as a versatile entertainer with a career of her own. That is why the Changchun moment feels particularly meaningful. The Changchun Film Festival is not simply another celebrity appearance. It represents an important part of China's film culture, bringing together actors, filmmakers, industry figures, and audiences who celebrate the development of cinema. For Shen Yue to step onto that stage in 2026 represents another chapter in her evolution. There is something especially striking about seeing an actress who was once introduced to audiences as a rising young star, now appearing with the confidence of someone who understands her place in the entertainment industry. Shen Yue's transformation has not happened overnight. It has been built through years of work, different characters, new challenges, public appearances, and experiences that have allowed her to mature professionally. Each project has contributed something different to her development. Some introduced her to new audiences. Others challenged her to explore different emotions and relationships on screen. Her recent career has also demonstrated that she is not interested in remaining completely inside one box. That matters because the entertainment industry can quickly create expectations around young performers. Once an actor becomes famous for a particular type of character, audiences can sometimes expect them to repeat the same formula forever. Shen Yue, however, has continued moving forward. Her participation in projects such as Be With Me has added another layer to that journey. The drama attracted attention because of its family-centered story and the opportunity for Shen Yue to explore a different kind of character and emotional environment. After approximately 100 days of filming, the project became another important entry in her growing list of acting experiences. Then there is the world beyond acting. Shen Yue has become increasingly comfortable in fashion events, variety programs, public appearances, and major entertainment occasions. These experiences have allowed audiences to see different sides of her personality. On one occasion, she can appear elegant and sophisticated on a red carpet. On another, she can be playful and spontaneous on a variety show. That flexibility has become part of her appeal. Her fans have watched this evolution closely. Many who discovered her years ago have stayed with her throughout different stages of her career, while newer audiences have continued discovering her through dramas, variety appearances, and major events. And that makes the 2026 Changchun appearance especially symbolic. It is not simply about how Shen Yue looked on the red carpet. It is about what the moment represents. There is a visible difference between the young actress who once walked into the spotlight with the excitement of a newcomer and the established performer who now understands how to carry herself at major industry events. Confidence is not always loud. Sometimes it is simply the way someone stands, the way they greet cameras, the way they interact with people around them, or the calmness they show when surrounded by attention. Shen Yue's 2026 Changchun moment carries that sense of maturity. At the same time, what makes her journey interesting is that she has not completely lost the qualities that made audiences fall in love with her in the first place. Her warmth, approachable personality, and youthful energy remain important parts of her public image. That balance may ultimately be one of her greatest strengths. She can grow without completely changing who she is. The entertainment industry is constantly introducing new faces, and maintaining relevance over several years requires more than popularity. It requires adaptability. It requires choosing projects carefully, learning from experience, and continuing to give audiences a reason to remain interested. Shen Yue appears to be entering a particularly interesting stage of that process. Rather than simply being described as a rising star, she is increasingly becoming an established actress with a recognizable career history and an audience that is curious about what she will do next. The Changchun Film Festival therefore feels like a fitting setting for this chapter. A film festival celebrates stories, performances, filmmakers, and the people who help bring characters to life. For an actress, standing in that environment can be a reminder of why the journey began in the first place. For Shen Yue, the journey has already included memorable dramas, beloved characters, variety show moments, major fashion appearances, and countless interactions with fans. But perhaps the most exciting part is that the story is not finished. Her 2026 Changchun appearance does not mean Shen Yue has reached the final destination of her career. Instead, it suggests that she has reached a new level from which even greater opportunities can emerge. The young actress who once had to prove that she belonged in the spotlight is gradually becoming someone audiences expect to see there. That is a significant change. From rising star to established actress, Shen Yue's evolution is not defined by one role, one award, one appearance, or one festival. It is defined by the accumulation of experiences that have shaped her into the performer she is today. And perhaps that is why her Changchun moment resonates so strongly. It represents growth without losing authenticity, ambition without abandoning warmth, and recognition built over time. As Shen Yue continues moving forward in 2026, fans have every reason to be curious about the next chapter. New dramas, new characters, new appearances, and new challenges could reveal even more dimensions of her abilities. The girl who once entered the industry as a promising young actress has grown into a performer capable of commanding attention at major events. And on the Changchun red carpet, that evolution was impossible to ignore. This was more than a glamorous appearance. It was a snapshot of a career in motion. A reminder that Shen Yue is no longer simply waiting for her next big moment. She is creating it,